Ninakaw na sa amin ang idea, binago ang anyo at ginawang mga pugad ng kriminalidad, tapos di pala nila kayang kontrolin. Tapos kami pa ngayon ang pilit na idinadamay at sinisisi sa hindi namin ginawa. Utang na loob, wag naman po sanang ganyan. Maraming salamat.
If 1 month from now, we are faced with a situation where we have to go to war against any of our neighbors.
13, only 7 are operating, just for your the information of the body. Despite the exodus of licensees to PAGCOR, CESA remains steadfast in its commitment to provide sound regulatory framework anchored on fairness, honesty, transparency, integrity, and responsible conduct of interactive gaming to enhance integrity of the industry and provide protection to the players, investors, and most especially to the local community. CESA continues to improve its regulations by strictly implementing its IRR and introducing new technologies to help enhance compliance. In fact, we have been working very closely with the Anti-Money Laundering Council. I am proud to say that we are among the agencies that were tasked to get the Philippines out of the gray list. CESA is one of the agencies that has been able and has managed to comply with the requirements early on because we are closely monitoring and educating all our locators regarding AMLAC rules. CESA intends to grow its share of the global iGaming market, which Statista projects to reach $97.70 billion in 2024. iGaming revenue is expected to show an annual growth rate, compounded annual growth rate from year 2024 to year 2029 of 6.46%, resulting in a projected market volume of $133.60 billion by the year 2029. Lastly, to the issue of the presence of 10 offshore operating gambling areas near EDCA sites in Cagayan, may we clarify that there is only one EDCA site within the zone. The other EDCA site is also in the province of Cagayan but located in Lalo. The service provider inside CESA has been in the zone before EDCA was signed and way before the determination of EDCA sites. Hence, it would be safe to assume that the military knows of the presence of gaming service providers, and despite this knowledge, they still chose an area inside CESA to be one of their EDCA sites. This shows their confidence that the area is safe and secured. It is our fervent hope that the ills and evil that the President rightly sought to end with his decisive action to ban POGOs will not be to the detriment of CESA. Such menacing activities, mind you, happening outside our jurisdiction were wrought not only by the criminal designs of syndicates but also clearly by failure, if not total breakdown of regulation. Why should our people in the impoverished, calamity-prone corner of our country, whose only hope for growth is CESA's primordial reason for being, the one to suffer? We have been quietly doing our bidding, trying to innovate to make up for the other disadvantages that our area has to overcome. Ninakaw na sa amin ang idea, binago ang anyo at ginawang mga pugad ng kriminalidad, tapos di pala nila kayang kontrolin. Tapos kami pa ngayon ang pilit na idinadamay at sinisisi sa hindi namin ginawa. Utang na loob, Wag naman po sanang ganyan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much. Before the chair will comment on your 20-minute opening remarks, which, by the way, is educational, informative, and with those historical values, no? I would like my co-chair to acknowledge first the members who are present, no? Marami pong dumating ng mga members, so co-chair, can you acknowledge first those members who are already here on today's hearing?
We would like to acknowledge Representative Alfredo D. Marañon III from the 2nd District of Negros Occidental, Representative Reynante Arrogancia, Vice Chair of the 3rd District of Quezon, Representative Raul Daniel A. Manuel, Party List Kabataan, Representative Ching B. Bernos of the Lone District of Abra, Representative Francisco Paulo P. Ortega V, 1st District of La Union, Representative Joseph Jojo Lara, 3rd District of Cagayan, Representative Jaur Raman A. Adyong of the 1st District of Lanao del Sur, Representative Fernando T. Cabredo of the 3rd District of Albay, Representative Faustino Ino A. D. V of the 6th District of Isabela, Representative Jude A. Asidre of Party List Tingo, Representative Maidi N. Cua, Lone District of Quirino, and Representative Loreto B. Acharon of the Lone District of General Santos City.
Thank you, co-chair. A while ago, before and while you were delivering your opening remarks, some members were contemplating on to excuse the former Senator Juan Ponce Enrile in deference on his age and the contribution to this country. But I was able to find out the importance of these remarks that you have manifested in this hearing. And it opens a lot of loopholes. I think if the members will agree with me that I don't know the sentiments of the members, but if you're going to ask me, I think it's better for Ma'am Katrina to stay and to find out, no? Kasi, ang ganda po ng mga nadinig ko the one company, one license, compared to the PAGCOR na maraming subs license, and the service provider that are being contracted by DCESA, and at the same time, ito pong interactive gaming license that are being used by the CESA compared to the internet gaming license that being used by the PAGCOR. And at the same time, siguro, Madam Katrina, I'll be asking you one question. Isa lang.
Yes po.
And then I'll be letting all the members to decide whether we will be allowing the former senator. Dahil nga po, alam naman po natin that we don't know, ma'am, kasi baka dito may mga sipon, may mga sakit. Mahawa pa po natin si senator. And of course, we have to respect our former senator. Marami po siyang contribution dito sa ating bansa, and sana naman po ay humaba pa ang kanyang buhay. Ma'am,
Yes po.
do you believe that Executive Order number 13 that was issued by the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte was a mistake?
Yes po.
Okay. Because all the powers was transferred to PAGCOR.
Yes po.
Okay. Maraming salamat po doon sa honest answer po ninyo. And as a matter of fact, yung pong sa CESA and the old economic zone is not germane on the topic that we are discussing. And it was manifested already by Congressman Paduano during the last hearing. And I believe that I think it's all up to you. You're going to share more on the importance of the offshore gaming that was conducted by CESA since
2003 po.
2003 and contributed to the Philippine economy.
Yes po.
I think it is imperative for you to be a part of the discussion. But, of course, you have to, consider po natin yung pong posisyon ni Senator Juan Ponce Enrile.
He can make also a statement if you want po.
Yes, we will. But ma'am, because I have followed your I was about to stop you. I was about to stop you a while ago because marami ako nadidinig na haba na. But when I followed your statements, nakita ko yung mga difference between PAGCOR and the CESA.
Kinompleto ko po para
And of
very
course,
clear.
we wanted, I believe that a lot of members wanted to ask questions for us to compare the PAGCOR procedures and the procedure of the CESA. And you can help us. And you can even help the government with this. Diba? We can clean, no? The operation of not the POGO, but originally it was called by CESA as what?
It originally iGaming po. It's been
iGaming.
Yes po.
And then this was renamed by PAGCOR as POGO.
Yes po. And then later on they also copied and they said it was IGLs as well. The difference po is we go back to our charters, if I may. Like I said, in the most crucial part is PAGCOR's charter is territorial, which means they can only take bets within the country. They themselves have violated their own charter.
And that I heard as well a while ago.
Yes po.
And that's the reason why it took my personal attention when you were like mentioning everything in this opening remarks. And it is incumbent upon the members of these two committees to decide if we're going to allow Ma'am Katrina to be present on our discussion. And I don't know if syempre kailangan si Katrina ng kanyang tatay pag well, what's the pleasure of the members? Let's hear first the good senator, no? Pakinggan muna natin. Gusto niyo muna pakinggan ng ating former senator?
Bukas na.
Sir,
Thank you, Mr.
you're
Chairman,
recognized.
for allowing me to participate in this proceeding. I would like to start by saying that the other day I was in a meeting in the cabinet and we were discussing a policy question about our security. And I asked, I will explain to you why I asked later on. I asked the question, if 1 month from now we are faced with a situation where we have to go to war against any of our neighbors, can we raise an army to defend this country and safeguard the lives, property, and freedom of the Filipino people? I ask the same thing with you as legislators, because that is the essence of your responsibility. Nobody answered the question. CESA was not only an economic project, it's a part of the security of this country. Until today, that is the norm. And I do not know why people want to destroy it. I created that upon the behest of the president then. She sent me around the country to find places in the country that can be developed economically so that we can spread the risk of economic development in case of calamity or in case of a war. And we identified Kasambalangan, which is now Port Irene. We identified Giwan. We identified Zamboanga. We identified Antique. We identified several others. So that the economic development of the country is balanced, and if something happens in one place, it will not affect the others. What are you doing today in this country? You're bunching all the development in the western part of the country put all the money of the people that are starving to pay their taxes in a risky place of this country. In case of war, the western part, western flank of this country will be blockaded. All those investments will go to north, and the people will starve to death. Can you imagine that? That area is the anchor of the safety and national security of the country. To protect it. We have no enemy that can attack us from the east. We have no, our enemies may come from the south, from the southwest, from the west, from the northwest, and none in the east and the north. So when we do our things as legislators, I'm leaving you. I might be dead tomorrow. I will not care, but you have to care about your children and grandchildren. You must always think of country first. How to provide them with their livelihood and how to keep them safe from other countries. Every country around us is our enemy, potential enemy. No exception. And that's why, may I beg those who have in their minds to destroy CESA, please stop it. There is a purpose for CESA. Until today, that purpose is being pursued. That's all the message that I want to leave you.
Thank you, sir. Rest assured that every member of this committee will bear in mind that country first. Yun din po ang aming pinaglalaban dito, that we will be fighting for this country. This is the only country that we have. And basically, napag-usapan po yung CESA, the APAB, and the APECO. And now we will be, actually, medyo hindi na po siya germane doon sa pinag-uusapan natin sa PAGCOR. But we have seen that the IGL, which is the interactive gaming license that was issued by CESA, is just a part of the whole economic package of CESA and all other economic zone, and thereby the project, which is highly regulated and territorial. With that, we agree with the good senator, the purpose of trying to scatter the economic zone in the different part of the country. But our discussion will only focus on the ills of these POGOs. And if the CESA and all other economic zone have a good template on how to do it, then it is incumbent upon us and upon you to discuss it thoroughly for us to understand how it works. And yes, I follow your statement, Madam Katrina. And with your indulgence, I think we need your expertise. And we will see. Along the way, we will see if there are some violations or there are some perfection of the actual operation. Then we will be guided accordingly. So, Madam Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, we know your vision, and we are very thankful. And with this, I think we'll be asking the members what is the sentiment of our members with regards to the presence of our good senator.
Chairman.
Yes, Deputy Speaker Albano, please.
Thank you, Chairman Dan. First and foremost, magandang umaga. Mr. Senator, you are our idol in Region 2, coming from Isabela. You are our true leader there, and we always follow what you say. Bilib po ako sa sinabi nyo dahil totoo po yung sinabi nyo, yung CESA po is a very important hub and industry for the Philippines and especially for Region 2. And we need your expertise po. At alam ko po God will grant you more years to come to guide not only the legislature but the Philippines, because CESA is bringing a lot of benefits, not only in billions as Secretary Katrina has stated, but because it also involves the many jobs that have been given to Region 2, especially Cagayan and Isabela.
Mission, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir, you're recognized.
Nung dumating dito ang mga Amerikano, paano nila na-capture itong Pilipinas? Dinakade nilang Manila Bay. Sino yung admiral ng Espanya, hindi makagalaw.
Diwi.
Kung magkagerra at i-blockade ang magmula sa Palawan hanggang sa pasukin ang Pilipinas, anong puerto ang open para umandar ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas?
CESA po.
Wala.
CESA.
Maybe if you can develop something in the Bicol region to access the Pacific. CESA is the most strategic port for this country. That area from Pagudpod all the way to Kasiguran in Isabela, that portion is an area that can support 50 million Filipinos economically. That's how important that is. And there is no one that can attack it. And that is why we have to develop that as a place to repair our government and our people, some of them, in case of war. In fact, even the Japanese who invited us, who invaded us, thought of that place as an exit point. They knew what they were doing. We Filipinos, we do not know what we want. We do some things without any purpose. My God, when you build the country, you have to build the economy, you have to build the system to safeguard that economy. That is what China is doing now. They had the timeline. Be rich until 2001, develop your military until 2030, prepare for war from 30 to 50, and conquer the world. That is their purpose.
Thank you,
Mr.
Senator.
Thank you, Mr.
Sige,
Senator.
you still have the floor. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Senator. I agree completely, 100%. That's why I am supporting CESA and its charter, and I will defend it as a legislator from Isabela and coming from Region 2. And Mr. Chair, I believe that the statement of our Secretary Katrina Ponce Enrile has already stated that there is no POGO in CESA, and therefore there is actually not much jurisdiction that we have for this committee to hear from her or from Secretary Chief Presidential Counsel Senator Juan Ponce Enrile. With the indulgence of our members, we know that Secretary Enrile is 100 years old. Are they willing to still stay? But we would like to actually excuse them if it is possible, because there is nothing here that can elucidate more questions, because they don't have POGO at all. And our investigation here is primarily for POGOs in itself. But that is my opinion, and I leave it to the chair and to the body, Mr. Chair. But I would like to just say that under Madam Katrina's chairmanship of CESA, I for myself have visited, has been improving tremendously and has been giving a lot of money to the country and to the region itself. And I, of course, would like to give thanks for her service and for her strength in making sure that CESA will continue to give service not only to our region of Cagayan, Isabela, and Region 2, but the entire Philippines as well. So I thank you for your service, Madam Katrina. So again, I leave it to the chairman. I would like to ask the permission of our colleagues to exclude them if they wish to do so, or if they want to stay here to answer questions. That is their prerogative. And I would like to ask Madam Cristina and the chairman with that,
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
this is a comprehensive opening remarks. And I think it all boils down to comparing this to the operation of the PAGCOR. And I think and I believe, the chair believes, no, with the, members will allow me to, in deference to Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, we will be allowing you to be excused. But I think your deputy administrators are here. Yeah, and they can depend these opening remarks. So basically, we'll be
Chairman.
asking na lang po the...
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Congressman Paduano. Chairman.
Actually, Mr. Chairman, I just like to reiterate my manifestation during the last hearing that CESA is not part of this investigation because CESA is not under the jurisdiction of PAGCOR. And this investigation should focus on the 402 illegal POGOs. Now, if ever, of course, the good senator, former senator, Senate President, now Secretary of one of the agencies of this country, will be excused, and some of the part of the CESA will be here. They should not be here to defend. They should be part of the resource persons. Kasi CESA, again, CESA is not part of this investigation. Well, in fact, sabi ko nga nung nakaraan, hindi nga natin maubos yung 402. Mag-imbestiga pa tayo sa kabila. Let us finish first the problem of PAGCOR, in which it was stated also by Attorney Katrina, Secretary Katrina, with regards to the charter of PAGCOR, and it was established last hearing that PAGCOR has no authority and in their charter, any provision in their charter with regards to POGOs. And last hearing, they invoke about Jaworski jurisprudence. It cannot be applied because that is not all about offshore gaming. That is all about internet gaming, that case. Let's say, Mr. Chairman, if CESA, some of the officers of CESA will stay for purposes of giving us some insights, not as part of the to be investigated, Mr. Chairman. That is a different case, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Just to clarify, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The chair agree. Okay, before we let the good senator and the CESA family be excused, last word.
Just by way of an additional information, we started with 300 licensees, went down to 30, and right now we're down to 13. Out of the 13, only 7 are operating. Just for your the information of the body. Thank you very much.
And this was wrong copycat by the PAGCOR.
Yes po.
And we have to establish that.
Yes
We
po.
will establish that in this hearing.
Salamat po.